I'm So how's it going? Whoever's in there. Ooh. Hmm. Good thing there's not many people in here. I gotta ride. Oh, hey there. How's it going up there? Oh, it's never great, Epic. And I don't ever expect it to be, well, you just said good day, yeah. Hopefully I could have that. Hey, Annie. Two plants. I sure did, Annie. It's Monday. One of the 2 days a week that I have a shower. I don't really need a shower. I tried some of it and I couldn't really tell any. I'll wait until it's cured and then I'll have it right away in the morning. And it's going to have to cure fast because I only got another day or two of the store bought weed. But that's my fault. It's dry. Well, fairly dry. If it's not dry enough and I need some, I'll hit her 30 seconds to a minute in the microwave. That'll fucking dry her out. Or you could hit her for a short time in the oven if you figure you're scared of the microwave. Well, I don't know. Like it's still got some moisture in it, but it is fairly dry. It was hanging for 5 days. And right now it's 35% humidity in here. Yeah, that was sad about one hot gal. Is. Yes, I did, Annie. And once again, you did a good job. And I was serious. I hated fucking John Lennon. You're better than John Lennon. Yeah, she was a nice kid. Ugh. Fuck, I should go downtown and buy a pack of cigarettes. It's okay, Jody. You have one more patient, and I have to be patient. Can be done. I don't smoke tobacco, cigarettes, or nicotine vapes or fuck all. But I will mix tobacco in with hash for sure, or keef. I mix tobacco in with it, and I will the if I think there's something that would if I'm having trouble with weed burning, a little bit of tobacco, and I mean a little. Fuck, I'm not a smoker. If you can taste the tobacco, you put too much in. You just want to do a little bit. It's just to keep the fires burning and help it stay inflamed. And I smoked for, I think, somewhere around 35 years. So I don't want to become addicted to it again. Hey there, Angry Ginger or Sir Lord Ogre. Annie, I found it fucking easy. It was the easiest thing to do after 35 years. I wanted to quit, couldn't quit, really, because I quit fucking I don't know how many times in them 35 years. But I was starting to have trouble breathing in dust at work. Uh, and I could see that the cigarettes were probably making it worse. So I got Xanax or I don't know, some kind of fucking uh, pills you take, and it says, well, yeah, set a day when you're gonna quit, and then you just take the pills until that day, and then you quit. Well, I just started taking pills, one or two every day, whatever the dosage was supposed to be. I never took more than that, and I went until Champex. That's right. I went until like I just kept smoking, and one day I had after about 10 days, I was down to one cigarette. and I lit it up and it tasted like crap. So I put it out and I haven't smoked since. A cigarette, like I say, I will put a little tobacco in weed or hash or keef, you know, anything to make the smoking easier. Annie, have you smoked that fucking fancy one yet? Mm, sure wish you could ship it across borders because it looks interesting. Well, that just sucks, Ginger over. And it's better you worse than her, I would say. Yeah, I would just like to try one of those to see what they're like. Because I imagine it's got to be just fucking explosive when you smoke a little bit of it. And your old lady doesn't smoke any? Send the kids off for a night and get high with your old lady and see if anything pops up to talk about. Yeah, smells so good. I should smell mine. Not that great. But then maybe that's the way it's supposed to smell. It's called short rider. Bought seeds last year and this year they're not selling them anymore. Don't forget, Ginger, chicken noodle soup is the old wives' tale. But then the old wives could really fucking cook a good chicken noodle soup too. Holy shit, 3D buttons, you know what I mean? Mhm. I'm gonna make some tea. I'll be right back. Amongst yourselves. Oh, dropped off. Yeah, that's gotta be fucking frustrating. You don't fall off of there, you silly boy. Okay? And if you do, try me for the throat. Just about made. I'll be there soon. Turn on, have all lights off. So I thought, ooh, Well, that's good. You got somebody to do that for you. AG. That sure would make it easy for you. Fuck. Rainy. I might have to shut the window. Damn. Yeah, maybe might help to put a disclaimer in the intro. Well, a disclaimer wouldn't hurt. And having somebody edit for you is really good. Hey, if you make something and you don't like it, if you don't like your intro, you could always change it afterwards too. So much me for me getting the grass cut today. Fucking rain. Last year it rained. I had 4 gallons, which is approximately 17 or 18 liters, leak into my house. That's what I caught in pots and pans. Hmm. Hey, Jody, I thought you were a fast vampire. Put some dish soap on a mop and go out there and give my truck a bath. It's fucking legal as hell, but it's my yard. And when this guy's trailer burnt down 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, something like that, 3 years ago, fuck. Uh, all the runoff from the firefighter water went underneath my trailer and through my yard.
Hey, Myron,
Howdy.
what are you doing? I always say that. I know. Today they sent us a little box. Let me show you what they did today. Let's see. So it's like a little box from Rubio's. It has like a brownie and some chips and a burrito and some refried beans in there.
Fuck me, that looks good.
Yeah. So I'm sure you heard about One Hot Gal.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess we should my condolences, man. That's horrible news. I had a feeling when she went on the ventilator. I heard that. I said, God, it's bad news. Once you go on the ventilator, it's horrible. COVID is no joke. Once you get it, that's horrible. I just, man, that's a bummer. Very sad. She was a really sweet girl. So,
Yeah,
uh, yeah.
but she had pre-existing conditions too.
Yeah, no, she definitely did. She was a little heavy. I mean, but either way, how horrible for her family. That's just
Yeah.
horrible. So, real sad. Why you hate me, angry Ginger? Don't hate me. What happened? Don't hate. Hi, Ginger. Angry Ginger. Don't be angry. I hope you're kidding. Myron, do you know that I still woke up really with a slight headache? Even yesterday, I kept trying. It would go away a little bit, but I think it's definitely my sinuses because I'm sneezing a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I went into work today and I took some sinus like pressure medication and stuff, and it's a little better, but man, it's no joke. I never get headaches either. Like my doctor's like, oh, maybe you should get an MRI. I was like, oh, let's not jump the gun. I was like, geez.
Every time I told my mom I had a headache, she told me, "You've got arthritis. You don't have enough brains to have a headache."
Why does Ogre hate me? What's going on there? Was it because you guys were chit chatting and I interrupted?
I don't know.
Don't hate me, Ogre.
Yeah, get well, that ogre. Him and Trouble are both sick.
Uh-oh. Why are they sick?
Flu or something.
Oh, he still didn't say why he doesn't hate me. Okay.
I think that was just a conversation starter.
Oh, he started one. All right, feel better. I hope you feel better, Ogre. I want a soda. I feel like I need caffeine.
Oh.
I only get like a 40-minute lunch. Oh, okay. I use the horse around. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
If I was downtown right now, I would buy a chocolate bar.
Would you?
Yeah, and all of a sudden just had the taste for one.
Yeah, probably because you hear my big mouth crunching food.
No, no. No, I get for some things that I haven't eaten in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
like chocolate, I get a craving for chocolate every once in a while.
Oh, Ogre, duh. I'm sorry. Burritos. Okay. Duh. Sorry, I'm a little slow. I'm blonde. Hi,
Hey,
George.
George.
Now I get it. Takes me a minute or so, but I get it. Well, it's hard to hold the phone and the burrito at the same time. I do tell you that.
Yeah. Well, your phone's on speaker, so you could just put it on the dash in front of you, couldn't you?
Yeah, I have it like sitting up like in this little like console thing, and it's half laying up, half down. I figured it out here.
Hungry people usually do.
Right? Hungry people with only a 35-minute lunch do too.
Well, at least you got 35 minutes today.
True. Yeah, we always run late because we're supposed to end. How it's supposed to work is I'm supposed to finish by noon, have a lunch from like 12 to 1, and then have a half an hour before my next patient starts to like get stuff ready and stuff. But lately, we've been finishing about 12:30 or 12:45, and then I barely have time until the next one comes in. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
the morning runs over. So, yeah.
All that Cali air and sun would keep me hot, not chill.
Who's in the chat? Let's see. There's 3 messages.
Uh,
Oh, Ginger. Them and that finger. That finger you guys do. That's hilarious.
George give you a finger and he ain't even in here.
I saw Annie was in here, right? I think he went over to Mike's. He left you to go to Mike's because Mike's doing some special for one hot gal. He went live. He went live right when you did.
What is he trying to go up against me for views?
No. I think he's just doing a special for one hot gal.
Well, a few days ago, people weren't allowed to talk about her on his channel.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he meant it that she was,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he regrets that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure he never ever would want anything like this to happen. So
Yeah.
I think he's replaying what do you call it? Like some shows she was on before.
Yeah.
I just went in there and gave him a thumbs up and told him I'll be back later this afternoon. I saw him go live when you did, and I just said I was still working, which I was. And then I came over here. So.
Well, I sure wish this hadn't happened, but not much I can do about it.
Well, it's just going to take one of you to be the bigger person.
I've already been the bigger person.
No, I don't know who's done what. I'm just saying.
I've already
Did you have his phone number? Why
I've
don't you
already apologized to him on
No,
here.
I don't mean apologize. Just call up and hash it out and get it over with. And whatever you guys got to beef with.
Well, he's got the beef with me. I don't have a beef with him.
Okay, I know.
That is the biggest problem. He's got a beef with me. I don't have a beef with him.
Right. What is any in here? Why is he saying? Oh, because he probably saw them from earlier.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys have to wear masks when you go in town?
Nope.
Are your numbers rising with COVID or no?
Don't know. Our province is wide fucking open.
So
All
probably,
the stores are open. Nobody's wearing masks. You can if you want to, but nobody really is wearing masks. All of how did that work? Because Canada had 10% of the unemployed workers. Maybe that was that way. Or no, Alberta has 10% of the workers in Canada, and 20% of them got jobs in Alberta, but the rest of the Canada,
Oh wow.
they're all still fucking can't work and everything.
So do they get unemployment like we do here?
Yeah.
Is it called unemployment just like ours, like EDD or whatever?
Well, yeah, they call it something else. UI now.
Oh.
I think that's it. I don't know. It's been so long since I was on it.
Yeah. Same kind of system though, basically, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you guys have free healthcare, right?
Well, a lot of it, the basic is free. If you want to get extra, you got to pay extra.
Like, is a routine surgery covered or like? Or
Yep. If you break an arm, you go in and you say fix it, and you leave.
Well, there is. I mean, you could do that here too. Like, you can go to hospitals where you don't have insurance, and they'll apply for this emergency like aid one for you, but they'll still fix your arm even though you don't have insurance.
Yeah, but here you just walk to a hospital. I pull out my card and show it to them.
Yeah.
Any hospital, and they will automatically.
What would happen if you came to America and you broke your arm and you came in with your Canada card? Would they cover the costs like from Canada over here? Like, would that work like that or no? You'd have to be in Canada.
You can get travel insurance.
And do they pay for it, or do you?
Yeah.
Really?
Travel insurance would pay for it.
Holy shit! That is some good shit right there.
Anybody that travels out of their country can get travel insurance. You might even be able to get it for flying in country.
Wow.
But it's just like driving insurance on
So
your
if I,
car.
if I want to like have a surgery, I could like fly to Canada and get an insurance card. And how long would I have to be living there to get free insurance?
I'm not really sure on that.
Just curious, It's like if they have a rule like you have to be a resident for,
Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
Well, you have to be here and you have to be working or
disabled or something.
you pretty much have to, not disabled, but you have to be a resident of Canada. Although Canada will fucking fix just about anybody. If you come here and have a problem, you get fixed. And then
So
you
who
get
pays
to
for
go.
all that medical? Your government pays for it, or you guys taxes, or?
Well, that's the same thing. Our taxes is the government. And yeah, it's we pay well, I don't have to pay anything because I'm too poor. But when I was working, I had to pay a little percentage out of my wages every month.
Okay.
And it was just automatically taken off. And it was so much a month for a year. And I think for a year, it's, I don't know, 3 years. I'm guessing now.
Yeah.
Say maybe $400 a year.
Right. Well, they take our taxes out, and we have to pay for insurance.
Yeah, no.
Like my work, they offer insurance, right? You think, oh, come work for us. That we give you health and benefits, and well, when they say that, it doesn't mean they pay for it. It means that they offer you a plan where they pay maybe $40 a month of it, and you got to pay like, for me and my son to have health insurance, I pay almost $600 a month for me and him to have health insurance.
I bet you if you wanted to move up here, it wouldn't be too hard.
Yeah.
Especially if you wanted to move to this town.
Yeah.
Short nurses, short doctors.
They take $300 out of each of my check, and that's so that me and my son can have full medical, dental, vision coverage. I have my son on my plan. My daughter's used to be on there. One of them did when she turned 21. I was going to be able to keep her on until she's 22, but she got a full-time job and they offered insurance at her job. So, but yeah. Otherwise, if I don't have insurance, like just last year, I had to put my son on for dental. I had to pay almost $3,000 for a root canal surgery for him to have.
Holy fuck!
Trust me, I had it on right away after that.
A root canal here, you got to pay for yourself. They only pay for withdrawals.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Bo Hunter.
Hey, Bo Hunter. Yeah, it was a really bad one too. He only had one cavity in his whole life to date. He's 15, and it was so bad that it went up into the root, and it was like an infection in the gum. So if I didn't get it fixed right away, it could be really bad. So I actually paid cash to take him to a specialist, and it was like, yeah, I think total all said and done, it was like $2,900 for everything, because everyone's like, oh, you should have went to the county, and I'm like, no way, I'm not gonna. I wanted a specialist to take care of it, because it was it was his permanent tooth,
Yeah.
So it was one in the back, but I wasn't trying to pull a tooth out of a molar he just got 3 years ago. It was 12-year molar, So
Yeah.
it just happened to be in a bad spot, and yeah.
This molar's gone.
Yeah.
And I got a piece of bone that sticks out.
Really?
Yeah. It's covered over by the skin and everything.
Probably because you pulled it out yourself.
No, I didn't pull it out myself.
I'm just kidding with you.
But my cousin pulled out 18 of his own teeth.
Holy Jesus! What for?
He was on chemo.
Oh, you lost. Yeah.
And he'd be sitting there, and he said he'd start playing with one, and all of a sudden it would be loose, so he'd fucking just pull it out.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Yeah. I'm lucky that didn't happen to me when I was on my chemo. I was fortunate enough. I had 5 rounds, but yeah, my teeth so far are all in. I only have my wisdom teeth out when I was younger. Those are the only ones I have out missing.
My teeth are in bad shape. The ones I got left.
Yeah. Little nubs.
Oh, they're still. It's the four in front are gone, and then there's a few spaces, but the rest of them are not bad, really. But there's holes in them.
So you just gotta chew in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bite on one side and chew on the other side.
That's what he said. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm eating right now because you're gonna crave your chocolate more.
Well, I already seen it in the wrapping.
The chocolate brownie.
Mhm.
It's too much though. Too much. I'm not gonna eat. I only took 2 bites. It's too much. Too much chocolate. Yeah.
Well, your son will eat that.
Yeah. I'm done. I didn't even eat all the burrito. I just ate like half of it.
Oh, well, then you got supper.
Or yeah, you mean Zebra? Well, the minute I walk in, he always goes, "Do you have any leftovers? Did you bring any leftovers home?" I don't ever have to worry about my leftovers getting eaten up because Zebra always makes sure he does. He's really good about that. He's like, "Man, can I come to lunch at your work?" He's like, always like, I bring home all this meals and stuff, and he's like, "You just probably go out to lunch every day." I'm like, "No, they bring it really." Like I promise.
Yeah. Well, it's nice that you get that.
Oh yeah, I'm not complaining. Trust me. Because look at if I wouldn't have had lunch today, I would have had to go get something. I'd probably just barely get it right now. I'd be eating in my car on the way back, and then by the time I got back, it'd be time to go back upstairs already to go back to work practically. You know, so the fact that it's there and all set out when we are ready for lunch is really great.
Yeah.
I just don't. I like coming out to my car too, not only to talk to you, but also because the reps sit up there in the lunchroom. And if you sit up there, they want to chit chat about their medication and all their shit, and you don't really get a lunch. You're just sitting there talking to them about all this shit. And I'm just like, I'm like, oh, I gotta go run an errand, and I grab my lunch and I run out. So then the doctor's stuck talking to him because I like to. I don't want to spend my lunch talking about work shit. You know what I mean? It's like I want to go to lunch.
Well, you don't make any decisions on medications anyways.
You're exactly right. I'm not the one that has to write the prescription. He is. So I don't have to go through all those motions. He gets to be stuck doing it.
Yeah.
He gives them about, but as long as it takes him to eat his lunch, is how long they get to do their pitch. He'll sit down, he'll eat his lunch, and they'll say, "How much time do you have, doctor?" He says, "Until I'm done eating." And so they sit there and they do their talk real quick, and then he's done. He's like, "Okay, I'll see you guys. Thanks for bringing lunch." And so they like talk real fast and get it all in real quick. That's funny.
Well, when I was younger, holy shit, in my prime, I could put back a steak, baked potato, and a small little salad and a slice of garlic toast under 3 minutes.
Holy moly. I guess you know what though? I say holy moly, but the other day when I was in the car and I showed you my plate when you said what's for lunch, I have to say I probably ate that in like 2 minutes before you asked me what it was. I was starving.
Yeah.
That was like a whole plate of food too. I don't remember what all it was, but I remember I was just scarfing away. I was like, I think I was eating it on my way down in the elevator even. I was so hungry.
I got the eating fast from my dad. He did the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, usually when people have brothers, they eat really fast. You know, like like if a boy comes from a house full of like 6 guys or whatever, you see, put my ex-husband, he had 6 brothers and 1 sister. So when they got their plate of food, they all rushed to eat because they wanted seconds, and they could only have seconds if you finish. And they wanted to make sure there was only until it was gone. So he said they were always chowing their food down because they wanted to get seconds if it was there or not.
I think my dad's family, there was 9 in it,
Holy moly!
not counting the adults.
Wow, that's a lot of shit. That's a lot of kiddos. A lot of big boys to feed.
Yeah, they had 4 or 5 boys, and I don't know, maybe more. Maybe they had more kids. Fuck, I don't know.
Wow.
That's the way it used to be here.
Right. So my son had something kind of strange happen to him last night. He went to the movies last night, and it was a group of them. It was like 3 girls that went and like 3 boys, and they went, and then they were waiting for. I dropped them off, and then another mom was picking them up from the movie theaters to give them a ride home. But while they were waiting for the ride, a car full of Hispanic boys drove by and started harassing them and pretended like they were gonna like shoot them as they were driving by. So my son and all his friends scattered and all went running different ways into back around the mall. And the mall was closed at the point. Well, everybody found each other, and except for the 2 girls. There was 2 girls that they couldn't find them, and their phones had died. So so he gets home. They drove around looking, and I finally call him. I'm like, "Where are you? You're supposed to be home right now." He tells me what happened. He's like, "Mom," he's like, he's totally scared. He's like, we can't find, Kalina and Brittany or whatever. And I'm like, well, don't leave them there, So they drove around literally for like an hour and they couldn't find him. So he gets home, and I said, "What about Kalina's mom? We need to go talk to her." I said, "If I was my daughter, we can't just have you come in and go to bed and we have to go let her mom know, what's going on." So we go down the street to tell her mom, and she's like, "Yeah, her dad called me. He's looking for her." So I go looking for her. I'm driving around like where the bus stop is and wondering. So finally she calls. And apparently they walked from the mall all the way to the high school where they go because they were so scared. They couldn't use their phones were dead, and they couldn't get a hold of anybody. So it was just a stupid thing that happened. But I was like, I didn't want to call the police because I didn't even have anything to report. They didn't remember what these guys looked like, but it was a crazy thing. They got it on video. The guys, one of the kids started filming, when they... even to my kid, started filming. So, but no one got hurt, but that's a scary thing. You know what I mean? That these girls were only, 14, 15 years old, walking in the dark at 9:30 at night down Hawthorne Boulevard. But it was even scarier for her mom because we didn't know if these guys got them or, what happened. It was a scary, But here's the point of my story too is none of these kids know their parents' numbers by heart anymore. They all have them saved in their cell phones. And so if she wanted to stop at a payphone and call somebody, she knew nobody's numbers because these kids, they have all these numbers dialed in and they're saved. So when you call someone, you just press the name. You don't dial the phone number anymore.
Yeah.
So I said, you better memorize me and your dad's numbers because I want you to be able to make a phone call. You lose your phone or drop it or whatever to call,
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, it turned out to be a happy ending, but this went on from 9:30 till 11:15 last night after they got home because I told him I can't go to bed until we find these girls. And I said it was my daughter. I'd want a mom to come looking for me to tell me my daughter, we can't just go home and say, "Oh, we couldn't find these girls," and then everyone goes home. You know what I mean? It's like the mom was expecting her to be home. So I got her number now. She got mine. And so it's just like, she was appreciative, but it was some scary stuff. I was scared. And my son was even crying. He'd kill me if I told anyone, but he was so scared for her because he thought something happened. I think he kind of likes this girl and, they were all going as a group and he said, "Mom, I told her to run and I thought she was right behind me. And she ran the other way with the other girl. And then, they ran off. They were scared. So they were like hiding,
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, that was my night last night. It was kind of weird, kind of scary stuff.
You got to talk to your son about chivalry.
Yeah, I told him. I was like, he's like, "Well, I thought she was right behind me." I'm like, "No, you should have been behind her." So he So I did, and so I think that's why he felt so bad, and that's why he had me driving around looking for her because he was feeling so guilty inside. Mom, I can't. I'm not going to bed until we find her. I want to find her, and I'm going to find these guys. And he was getting himself.
Yeah.
I gotta go, Myron. Okay.
You betcha. You
I
have
got
a
a
good
phone call, and I didn't realize it was 1 o'clock. All right.
Hmm. Oh, I think I'm gonna call her for the day. I gotta go try and fix my fucking harness. So catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping in. George Volunteer and Ginger.